So we'll just begin with a quick warm-up. So firstly, welcome back for a second week of Flow HIIT. Today's session is going to offer you options that slightly step up the game from last week's. So if you haven't had a chance to do last week's yet, go back and find the recording if you're watching this online later today, and then try this one afterwards. But if you're here today, let's begin with a warm-up. So just begin by rotating your wrists. Hold your hands out in front of you and rotate them in one direction. Whilst you do that, rotate your ankle on one of your legs. So you can either do your wrists like this, or you can interlink your fingers and churn them this way. We're aiming for about 10 rotations on that ankle. And then when you've done those 10 rotations, just simply come back to centre, switch sides, change direction of your wrist. So you might find your ankle goes all over the place, but you can either turn them inwards rather than outwards, or you can churn them in the opposite direction as well. Whatever suits you best. So I'm just going to go for a couple more rotations, and then I'm going to come back to centre. We'll then begin with rolling our shoulders back and down. So really think about hunching your shoulders up into your ears, shoving those shoulder blades right down your spine, really warming up those muscles, those lats, those scapular muscles, rhomboids, as well as your shoulders. And then we're going to go forwards for a few circles. Again, hunching them right up into your ears so you get full range of movement. Warming those shoulders up. And then once you've done that, we're just going to come back to centre. We'll then inhale to lift one arm up high to the sky, lifting and lengthening through the spine. Exhale as you fold over to the opposite side. Inhale back to centre, switch over the arms. Exhale, reach over to the other side. So we're just going to switch, doing this 5 times on each side as we inhale and exhale. See if you can find that length. Go higher, longer, taller each time. And with the fold, as you exhale, see if you can create more space in the side of those ribs. See if you can curve that spine over more. Feel that stretch in the side body. I'm going to go for one more each side. And then this time take my hands out wide in a T-shaped position and inhale to come back to centre again. As we exhale, we're going to wrap the arms around the body. The hand should hit the top of the shoulder and the back of the base of your back, roughly where your kidney is. So we're just going to wrap the arms as we twist from side to side. If you can, do inhale and exhale, but don't worry too much because this is quite a fast-paced one. Just letting the arms wrap and fall around you. We're going to go for 2 more each side. So 1, 2, and then come all the way back to centre. We're going to take a nice deep breath now as we reach up as tall as possible. And as we exhale, we're going to come all the way down into our Uttanasana forward fold. It's the first one of the day, so feel free to bend your knees. Draw your chest over your thighs, crown of the head towards the floor, and hold opposite elbow with opposite hand. And just take a moment in Ragdoll. You can swing from side to side, or if you want to pulse up and down, you can. Whatever helps you get deeper into opening up that lower back, stretching off your glutes, your hamstrings, and you might even feel this in your calves as well. So just take a couple of more deep breaths here. And then on your next exhale, release your hands to the floor, walk your feet all the way back to down facing dog, and we'll just begin by pedaling out the feet. So with down facing dog, think about setting yourself up well. Spread your fingers, press through your hands, push your head towards the crown of the head towards the ground. Think about creating space in that upper back by pulling those shoulder blades apart, pointing your tailbone high to the sky to find length in the spine, and then worry about gradually easing your legs down towards, or your heels down towards that floor. So if you just come to still with the feet for a few moments, and you can take a few pulses through the shoulders, pushing the crown of the head towards the floor. 1 or 2 more pulses, and then we're going to take right foot outside of right hand into a lizard lunge, option to keep the knee lifted or to the floor. We're then just going to inhale to lift and twist, exhale, tap the elbow to the floor, and we're just going to do that 5 times. So inhale, lift and twist, elbow to the floor as you exhale. So in your own time, you've just got 3 more to go. 3, 2, 1. And then replace the hand back down to the floor. Step back as you exhale to down facing dog. And then inhale as you step through to lizard lunge on the other side. So left foot comes outside of left hand. Inhale to lift and twist. Option to have that knee up or down. Exhale as you tap the elbow to the floor. Inhale, exhale. So you've got 2 more to go on this side. And then plant the hand back. We're going to come back to our down facing dog position. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. And we're going to inhale as we come up. Exhale to come down to a kind of half squat / chair. Inhale to come up. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. And then exhale as we come down to our garland pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Maybe take a few pulses at the bottom of here just to open up the hips. And then inhale to come all the way up. And from here we're just going to take 5 air squats just to open up those hips. 3, 4, 5. And then finally we're going to inhale again, reaching up to the top, palms together. Exhale, come back down into garland pose. Take one hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, the other side. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale. We're going to then come back up into a forward fold. So heel toe those feet underneath your hips again. Walk the hands all the way back to the front of the mat. And we'll take a vinyasa. So exhale, low plank. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, come back to extended child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. And you should begin to be feeling a little bit warmer, a little bit looser, and ready to start the session. So this is going to work in 3 rounds of 4 movements. Each movement we're going to do for 40 seconds. You're going to have 20 seconds rest in between. During that time I'll demonstrate the next movement. And then we'll have, so it's going to be upper, core and lower body, and then we'll do a cool down to finish at the end. So whenever you're ready, the first movement we are going to do, I'm just going to demonstrate it to you now, and then I'm going to start my stopwatch. So we're going to come down for a prone snow angel. So we're going to come to the floor, face down to the floor, forehead to the floor if you can. Lift the hands off the floor so they're just off maybe an inch or 2, and then you're going to come palms facing down, come all the way out wide with the arms, twist the palms up towards the sky when you come to halfway, and then bring the hands back, tap them together if you can, keep them off your bum. If not, just tap the lower back, and then come all the way back the same way that you came. That is 1 rep, so just take them nice and slow. Do as many as you feel comfortable. The beautiful thing with this is that you can do as many or as fewer reps as you feel like. So just listen to what your body says on the day, and whenever you're ready, I'm going to do them with you. We're going to begin in 10 seconds, and I'll demonstrate the next one after that. So coming down into that prone position on the floor, we're going to lift the hands off the floor, forehead to the floor, reach them out wide as you bring them down to a T-shaped position, turn the palms facing upwards, come all the way back behind you, meet the hands at the bottom of your back, and then come back up the way you came down. So that's 1 rep. See how many you can do.
Halfway there.
Take it nice and slow. Think about squeezing those muscles in your center back to help keep those shoulders, arms lifted, your heart. You've only got 10 seconds left. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one we're going to do is called a bird dog. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Option to do this in plank if you want to. Reaching, alternating arm and leg, reaching them out long, and then tapping the knee and elbow together in the middle, reaching back out long, and then switching sides. So you're going to do that on each side, and go. So we're going to lift right arm, left leg, tap knee to elbow, replace them to the floor, left arm, right leg, knee to elbow, replace them to the floor. So just keep working through those. Really think about squeezing your stomach muscles in the middle. If you find the switching over too confusing, you can always do 5 each side and then switch. If you're in this plank position, it's a little bit harder. it works more muscles. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. The next one we are going to do is dolphin to plank. So we're going to come up into dolphin pose, forearms to the floor, head through the shoulders, and then you're going to push with one hand, push with the other, come into plank, and then work your way back down, rotating through the arms. Option to do this with both hands if you want to, and go. So 1 arm, 2 arms, find plank, reset, come back down to your dolphin, head goes through the shoulders, and then again, find your plank, come back down, always alternating the way that you're rotating. If you're using 2 arms, good effort. It's not easy, but always try and finish with that head through the arms, looking back towards your feet. So you've got 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds.
You're nearly there now, guys. We've just got one more movement for this round, and then you get a whole minute's rest. 3, 2, 1, stop. So the final one for this round is a forearm plank rock. So we're going to come into our plank position on our forearms, and then we're just going to rock on our toes, shooting the shoulders forwards and back of the elbows for 40 seconds. If you need to take a break halfway through, feel free, and whenever you're ready, go. So back into that plank position on your forearms, rock the shoulders forwards and back. If you want to, you can interlace the fingers and clasp the hands together. Really press up through the shoulders. Squeeze those abs, don't let the bum pike or hips dip. Keep that nice level position as you do this. You've got 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds.
Now you've got 10 seconds to go, sorry. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got a whole minute's worth of rest. Well done, guys. That's round 1 done. So the next round is a core movement round. We're going to start off with some hollow hold progressions. If you did these last week, feel free to pick up where you left off. If you didn't, there's multiple options. You can simply come into this tuck position and just hold like this. If you want to take it up a step further, we're going to start with one leg tucked, one leg straight, and lifting the shoulders off the floor. Then you can switch legs halfway. If you want to try both legs, you can try both legs. If you want to move the arms above your head, you can try moving the arms above the head. Just try and make sure the base of your lower back is glued to the floor. So really think about setting yourself up at the bottom before you lift your legs, pushing with your stomach muscles, your spine into the mat below. So if someone had a strap, it wouldn't come out. And you've got 3, 2, 1. So on your backs, find your hollow hold position. I'm going to go for the single leg option today with the arms by your side, or you can increase it by lifting the arms over the head. We're just holding here, really focusing on pushing those abs into the ground so that lower back is glued to the mat halfway. So switch over if you're doing a single leg. So really push down with those abs.
10 seconds.
And you've got 10 seconds to go, and the wrong way around, so I can't even see. I'm going to relax here. And in 3, 2, 1, go. So then the next one we've got is we're flipping onto our front, so we're in a prone position and we're coming into an arch shape, so locust for most of you guys. Lifting your arms and your legs, face towards the floor, eye gaze towards the floor, and you're simply just going to rock on your bellies. If this is too much, feel free to just do some lifts, or you can do single arms, single legs, whichever you need to do. So wherever you are at, you're ready to go. So just begin with those rocks, keeping those arms nice and straight, squeezing those glutes, those inner thighs, using your back muscles, squeezing the space between your shoulder blades to help support your upper body. You're over halfway. And in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. The next one, we're going to come back into a seated position and we're going to do our tuck to boats. So option 1, toes on floor. Option 2, toes lifted for the tuck. arms touching, hands not. And you can either do single legs, crunches, or both legs, whichever you prefer. So crunches, singles, or both. Wherever you are, think about lifting your body up. You can go, keep your chest up high. Don't sink into the lower back. Find that tuck position. Reset if you need to. Take a break. Try the single leg option. And then maybe try both. Mix it up. Whatever floats your boat, literally, today. So keep that chest nice and lifted. Think about holding that position. You're over halfway. Reset whenever you need to. You have 10 seconds to go. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. The final one of this round, half bow. So we're back onto our stomachs. We're going to reach back and grab the same foot with the same arm. One arm goes out, the other arm and leg goes out long, and you're going to lift and kick. So really kick back into your hand and then switch over, grabbing the inside of the foot to lift and kick on the other side. So whenever you're ready, inhale to lift and kick, exhale to lower, switch sides, inhale to lift and kick, exhale to lower, switch sides. So really think about pushing back into that hand to lift the chest up higher. If you want to hold it for a second or two, you can. You're over halfway. Keep alternating, so that alternating arm and leg should still be active, shooting the fingers forwards and the toes back.
10 seconds.
Try and make sure you've done an equal amount on both sides. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. You've now got a minute's worth of rest. So relax, chill out, grab a glass of water, whatever you need. We're now moving on to the lower section of the body for our final bits of the workout. So the first one we are going to do is a lunge to warrior 3. So I'll demonstrate this for you now. You're setting yourself up in your nice lunge pose, thinking about pressing all the body weight through that front leg, and we're going to inhale as we lift and shoot, catch in warrior 3, and then exhale to come back. Reset on the other side in that lunge position. Brace yourself and then inhale to lift and shoot. Catch in warrior 3. Reset and come back down again. So you might not get that many in. Try and do 2 or 3 each side. I reckon you've got this, guys. So you've got 5 more seconds worth of rest. And in 3, 2, 1. Let's come down into that lunge position. Set yourselves up. Inhale to lift and shoot. Reset, so come back down into lunge on the other side. Inhale to lift and shoot. Reset. So we're just working our way through. Steady, squeezing the core to help steady our balance. You've got 20 seconds to go, so you're halfway. Maybe try and get 1 more on each side. Maybe hold in that warrior 3 if you want to make it harder for a few seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one is goddess pose to chair. So we're going to come down into our goddess squat with a 90-90 knee. You're going to have your arms out wide in a cactus position, and then you're going to inhale, jump, catch in chair. Tuck the tailbone under, keep the navel sucked back, and then jump back out to goddess. So it's jumping. So whenever you're ready, go. So jumping to catch, inhaling as you jump, exhaling to come to goddess. So just take it easy. If this is too much, you can always step and step. Whatever you need to do to work this for you, please do it. It's not about keeping up with everyone else. This is your workout. Push yourself however much you need. You're over halfway. So remember, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. You've got 10 seconds to go, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. The next one is goddess pose again, hands on knees though this time, and you're taking opposite shoulder to opposite knee, pushing the other leg away. So just taking your time to reach over, inhaling back to center, exhaling to reach, and in 3, 2, 1, go. So come back into that goddess squat. The lower you go, the harder it is, keeping that tailbone tucked under, shoulder to knee. So opposite shoulder to opposite knee. You're coming up to halfway. And keep going, guys. You've just got one more after this. So again, just remember, always inhaling back to that center, lifting, exhaling to fold and reach. You've got a few more seconds to go, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Shake the legs off. We're going to step the feet in slightly closer. We're going to come down into our garland pose. Take your hands outside of your feet, and then you're simply just going to inhale to lift your bum and fold forwards. Exhale as you come back into garland. These are called frog squats. They feel nice at first, they're horrible. And in 3, 2, 1, go. So just take your time, take it steady. Just working your way through. See if you can push yourself mobility-wise for this one as well. Really folding deeper and then squatting deeper as well. So see what you can do. Your legs will probably be feeling a burn any time about now. You've not got long left, guys. You have 10 seconds to go. So keep at it. You can shake your legs off any moment now. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. You are done. Well done, you smashed it. So we're going to finish off the session by coming to the back of our mats and just doing a bit of a cool down session. So come to the back of your mats, find your kneeling position, and we're going to come into our extended child's pose. So forehead to the floor, reaching the hands out long, and just take 3 or so deep breaths, focusing on filling into the top of the back, really expanding through the upper back as you take those inhales, and then exhaling completely. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly walk your hands all the way over to the left. Feel the stretch in the right of the side body. Take a couple of deep breaths in here. And then walk your hands all the way back to center. And then over to the right to feel the stretch in the left side body. And then when you've taken a couple of breaths on that side, just slowly come back up to center. From here, we're just going to come into a low lunge and stretch out our hip flexors. So reach forwards with the heart. Don't think about making this a strength move at all. Just open up that hip flexor. If you want to, you can make it a lizard lunge, taking the foot out wider to the side, and you could even circle that leg and just mobilize the hip again if you want to, wherever you need to be. And then we're going to reach back with opposite hand to opposite foot, bringing that heel in towards the bum and just giving it a few pulses to open up that quad, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And then we're going to switch back. So left foot comes forwards. If you want to do lizard lunge or a normal low lunge, it's completely up to you. Whatever is going to help you get into that hip flexor, but if you want to add the mobilizing of the joint, just simply come over onto the other side and just circle that knee a few times. And then whenever you're ready, reach back with opposite hand to opposite foot, bring that heel in towards the glute, pulsing it a few times, and then holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We'll then come back onto our bums into a seated position with your legs out straight in front of you. We're coming into a normal seated forward fold, so flex the toes back towards you, pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath you, and then inhale as you lift and lengthen, exhale as you fold forwards over those legs, bringing your chest towards your thigh, head towards your knees, and just take 5 deep breaths, inhaling to find length, exhaling to fold deeper. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then inhale as you come all the way up. We're then going to slide our bums down towards our heels and then come onto our backs, bring our knees in towards our chest and just begin to make a few circles with your knees, massage your lower back. And then take a hold of your left leg. Exhale as you extend your right leg all the way to the floor. Inhale to pull that left knee in towards your sternum. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, release. Relax the knee off a little bit, and then as you inhale again, pull it in towards your shoulder. So you're transferring the stretch from the outside, to the center or the inside. Take another nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release, and then inhale to bring both knees back up to center. Switch over your hands. Exhale as you extend the left leg all the way to the floor. Inhale to pull that right knee in towards your chest. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release off just slightly, and then inhale to pull that knee in toward your shoulder. Take another nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then inhale as you bring both knees back up to center. Take your toes to the floor, keep your heels lifted, and then take your arms out in a T-shaped position. We're just going to do 5 window wipers each side to release off the lower back. It's 2, 3, 4, the last one each side, 5, and then inhale to lift your knees back to center again. Take your feet off the floor this time, and as we exhale, we're going to drop the knees all the way over to the left. Inhale to lift and twist the head to look toward the right. Option to press down on the outer thigh or extend that top leg. Whatever you need to do, just think about gluing those shoulders to the floor. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale to lift your knees and your head back to center. Exhale as you drop the legs all the way up to the other side this time, so to the right. Inhale to lift and twist your head to look towards the left. And again, you can press down on that outer thigh, extend that top leg wherever you need to be. Just make sure those shoulders stay glued to the floor. And again, we're just taking 3 deep breaths on this side. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back to center. You can hug the knees one last time if you want to. And whenever you're ready, just join me in a seated position in the center of your mats. From here, we're just going to take one last deep inhale as we lift our hands up above our heads, palms together. As we exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.